Hey there! If you're looking for a fun and easy way to earn rewards, including cash and prizes, check out the link in the video description.
A protest can be so many things at once. It can be a forum to fight injustice, an artistic release, an outlet for anger, a birthday party. Watch Khalyla Williams protest, and you'll see all of the above. The day before Khalyla's 17th birthday, in October 2020, she stood on the back of a truck holding a bullhorn, leading more than 100 people in chants of "Black Lives, They Matter Here." The truck rolled through downtown Los Angeles, past courthouses, city hall and police headquarters. At previous demonstrations, other protesters had exclaimed, "She's so cute," and "She's so little," when she darted past them, 5 foot tall and quick. But on this day her voice boomed loud and sure. People tell her she speaks as if she were 7 feet tall. She called out the names of people who were killed by police in Los Angeles and demanded justice for them. Her energy electrified the people around her, older activists and fellow teenagers alike, and they chanted back. Khalyla had thrown herself into activism that spring after the murder of George Floyd in Minneapolis, focusing initially on defunding school police in the Los Angeles Unified School District. She spoke at her first school board meeting in late June 2020. When the LAUSD Board of Education was deciding whether to cut the school police budget. When she introduced herself as a rising senior, her voice was soft, timid even. But as she began to talk about the end-of-year picnic her sophomore year, where she passed out from dehydration and woke up to the school police officer asking if she had consumed drugs, her voice grew stronger and more passionate. "Instead of getting assistance I needed by a nurse, a school police officer was there when I regained consciousness," she told the board. "Instead of getting help, I was accused of having a drug overdose." She was referencing the fact that Los Angeles high schools did not all have nurses on campus every day, but they did have police on campus every day. The money on 435 uniformed officers could, in her opinion, be spent so much better. Khalyla had not been under the influence, but she asked the board, so what if she was abusing drugs at that picnic? Would a police officer be most helpful in that situation? Or should schools spend that money on someone with more expertise in substance abuse? Police instill more fear into our students' day-to-day lives. Hiring a drug counselor would provide a real assistance to students who need it. That's why funding toward nurses, school counselors, therapists, and ethnic studies is what we need. In an interview at the time, she said she considered herself lucky that her third foster home was the one she'd been in for the last 6 years, where she felt safe and cared for. But that's not a reality for many kids. Khalyla explained that she wanted school to be a safe and stable place for her and for kids like her. That's what drove her to this work, and police don't make her feel safe or stable. She experienced her first big win as an activist that night, when the school board voted to slash the police budget by 35%. The following day, a resource specialist at her school told her that she was going to join a protest demanding the ousting of Los Angeles's district attorney, Jackie Lacey, a demonstration that had been going on every Wednesday for 3 years. Police had killed hundreds of people under Lacey's watch, and activists accused her of not trying to punish those officers, even though her job was to prosecute criminals, the school resource specialist explained. Still flying high after the school police victory, Khalyla joined in. Throughout that summer and fall, Khalyla found adults who became mentors, and teens who had been marching for justice their whole lives. She became a member of Black Lives Matter Youth Vanguard and taught other students from her school about police brutality. At the weekly Wednesday protests, the teenager danced with her friends and hugged the families of police brutality victims. She learned their names and stories and comforted some when they cried. Afterwards, Melina Abdullah, the co-founder of Black Lives Matter LA, often swooped Khalyla up and took her home, where she and other organizers ordered in food and watched Lovecraft Country. For the third or fourth time in her life, Khalyla had found a new family. When Khalyla had first joined the student movement to defund school police, she, like many of her peers, had kept